Virgo, August arrives bringing a rare opportunity to reorganize your life from the inside, well before major changes appear on the outside. You are someone who tends to analyze every detail, think about your next steps, and seek security before making important decisions. This trait will continue to be a great strength, but this month will also show that not everything can be controlled. There are moments when life calls for trust, flexibility, and a willingness to let things happen at the right time. Maybe you started this year believing that some situations would already be resolved by now. However, when you look at your reality, you realize there are still areas that haven't progressed as you imagined. This can often create a deep sense of frustration or even the impression that your hard work and efforts are not being fully recognized. But August brings an important and timely message. Not all progress is immediately visible to the eye. Some transformations happen very quietly, laying a solid foundation for the results that will surely appear later on. During the very first weeks of the month, you will begin to see your daily routine with new eyes. The small daily habits that once seemed insignificant will begin to gain a lot more importance. You will soon realize that certain adjustments to your routine can improve not only your productivity, but also your emotional peace. Organizing your schedule, eliminating unnecessary tasks, and setting priorities will make a much bigger difference than trying to handle everything at once. Another very strong aspect involves the way you deal with yourself. Many times, you end up being more demanding with yourself than you would be with anyone else. When something doesn't go exactly as planned, you tend to carry a burden that no one around you notices. August invites you to ease up on this self-criticism. Seeking growth is important, but living trapped by the idea of perfection only drains spiritual energy that could be used to create new opportunities. It will also be a favorable period to strengthen your self-confidence. Many times you wait to have all the answers before taking action, when in reality, some answers only reveal themselves to us after we take the first step. This will be an important lesson throughout the month. You won't need to know exactly how everything will turn out in order to start a new project, accept an opportunity, or invest in something that makes sense for your growth. In family life, the atmosphere tends to become lighter. Conversations that once seemed difficult may happen more naturally, bringing understanding between people who are thinking in different ways. This doesn't mean there won't be challenges, but rather a greater willingness to listen, understand, and find balanced solutions. Your ability to remain calm will make all the difference in these moments. In the professional environment, August favors those who work with consistent dedication. You may notice that influential people are starting to observe your commitment more closely. This may not result in an immediate change yet, but it will open important doors for the future. Keep giving your best without relying exclusively on others' approval. The reputation built over time is usually worth much more than momentary and temporary praise. Furthermore, another beneficial aspect will be the strengthening of your long-term planning skills. Ideas that were only on paper will start to seem more achievable. You will feel the urge to reorganize financial goals, review investments, study new subjects, or develop skills that will increase your opportunities in the coming months. Take advantage of this momentum. All the knowledge you acquire now can bring much greater benefits than you imagine. At the end of this first phase of August, it will become clear that your greatest victory will not be solving all your problems at once, but realizing that you already have far more resources than you believed. Your intelligence, discipline, and adaptability will be the pillars that support this new cycle. When you stop focusing only on what you still lack and start recognizing everything you have already built, you discover that you are much closer to the changes you want to experience. After this initial phase of reorganization, Virgo will begin to realize that August will also be a month of smart choices. The best opportunity is not always the one that seems the most appealing. In many cases, true growth will be hidden in discrete decisions made calmly and with planning. You will discover that acting with balance will produce much more consistent results than trying to chase after everything at once. Your financial life enters a favorable period for organization. You may feel the urge to review your expenses, create a savings fund, invest in something that increases your stability, or simply get your finances in order. What's most interesting is that this initiative won't come from fear, but from the desire to build a calmer future. August favors people who think long-term, and this trait is naturally part of your sign's essence. However, the month also brings an important piece of advice. Before taking on new commitments, make sure to analyze every detail. Not every offer will be as advantageous as it seems at first glance. Read contracts carefully, do your research before making purchases, compare options, and avoid decisions made solely out of haste or excitement. Your ability to notice details will be a great ally in helping you avoid headaches in the future. In the professional environment, you may notice changes in the behavior of some people. Colleagues who once seemed distant may now seek your help, while others will begin to reveal behaviors and traits they hadn't shown before. Instead of reacting impulsively, it is better to choose to observe quietly. August shows that many answers will arise naturally when you allow each person to reveal their true intentions through their own actions. At the same time, your sense of responsibility will continue to stand out and remain prominent. People in leadership positions may notice your dedication and trustworthiness. Even if this doesn't immediately turn into financial recognition, it will be an important period to strengthen your professional image. Everything that you do with quality right now can open up some significant doors for you in the coming months. In your personal life, the month invites you to ease your worries and slow down a little bit. You tend to take on responsibilities that often aren't even yours. You want to solve family problems, help friends, find solutions for everyone around you, and end up forgetting to take care of your own spiritual energy. August shows that learning to say no at certain times is also part of growing up. You don't need to carry the weight of the world to prove your worth. Another very positive aspect involves new learning experiences. You may become interested in a course, a different skill, a book, or even a topic that unexpectedly sparks your curiosity. Don't ignore that impulse. Many significant professional opportunities begin precisely through knowledge acquired without great expectations. What today seems like just a simple curiosity may eventually turn into an essential tool for your future success. In your friendships, the month of August also favors a natural process of selection. You will start to notice who is truly present during your most important moments and who only shows up when they need something. There will be no need to create conflicts or make demands. Time itself will show which relationships deserve to continue occupying space in your life. This clarity will bring a sense of lightness that you may not have experienced for quite some time. Your confidence will also gradually grow. You will stop seeking approval for every decision and will start to trust more in your own experience. This will make your choices become firmer and more natural. This doesn't mean you will stop listening to advice, but you will understand that no one knows your reality as deeply as you do. By the end of this stage of the month, it will be clear that August is not just preparing new opportunities. It is also strengthening your ability to make better choices. The more you trust in the experience you have accumulated throughout your life, the less you will depend on others' opinions to move forward. This will be one of the greatest gifts that this period will bring you. As August progresses, Virgo, you will begin to realize that some answers won't come through major events, but through small signs in your daily life. Situations that once seemed confusing will start to make sense, and you will realize that certain difficulties serve to develop an important skill, learning to trust your own judgment more. During this period, your ability to notice details will be even sharper. You will notice changes in the behavior of some people, identify opportunities that previously went unnoticed, and be able to anticipate situations that may require more attention. However, it will be important to use this perception with balance. Not every first impression reflects the whole reality. Before forming a definitive opinion about someone, allow time to reveal all sides of the situation. In the professional environment, there may come a time when you will need to make an important decision. This might involve accepting a new responsibility, taking part in a different project, or choosing between paths that seem equally interesting. Don't be afraid to analyze things calmly. Your careful nature will be an advantage as long as you don't let analysis turn into indecision. There is a difference between planning well and postponing an opportunity out of fear of making a mistake. Financially, August continues to favor the building of stability. You may notice that small actions repeated daily produce much greater results than impulsive decisions. Organizing expenses, avoiding unnecessary purchases, and staying focused on your goals will allow you to end the month with a greater sense of security. This will not be a period to seek quick gains, but rather to strengthen what you want to build over time. In your personal life, an important change will occur in the way you manage your spiritual energy. You will notice that some people always show up bringing problems, complaints, or conflicts, while others inspire tranquility, motivation, and hope. This difference will become very clear. Gradually, you will start to be more selective about the environments you frequent and the company you choose to keep close. It will also be an excellent time to take better care of your own health. Not necessarily because there is any problem, but because your body will give you signs that it needs more balance. Sleeping better, respecting moments of rest, engaging in physical activities, or simply reducing excessive worries will make a huge difference in your well-being. Remember that productivity does not depend only on working more, but also on preserving the spiritual energy needed to keep producing with quality. Another very positive aspect involves your creativity. Even though you are known as an organized sign, August will awaken a more innovative side of your personality. Different ideas may arise during conversations, while reading, or even in moments of rest. Write down these inspirations. Some of them could turn into important projects in the future, especially if they are related to your professional growth. In your love life, you will begin to see relationships in a more mature way. If you are already in a relationship, you will realize the importance of building dialogue, respect, and partnership far above unrealistic expectations. Small displays of affection will further strengthen the bond between you. Those who are single may feel less anxious about finding someone. Instead of trying to fill a void, you will start to value building genuine connections without rushing and without idealizations. An important lesson during this period will be understanding that you don't need to control everything for things to work out. Often in life brings us opportunities precisely when we create the space and openness for the unexpected to happen. This doesn't mean completely letting go of all our planning, but rather accepting that there are certain events completely beyond our control that, even so, end up producing excellent results. By the end of this August phase, it will become clear that your greatest growth will not be found only in material achievements, but in the peace you will begin to feel when you realize you don't have to carry all the world's responsibilities alone. You will remain a committed, organized, and responsible person, but you will learn that living with more lightness is also part of the path to achieving a more balanced and happy life. As August comes to an end, Virgo, you will realize that this was a much deeper month than it seemed at first. Some changes happened quietly, almost imperceptibly. But when you look back, you will see that your way of thinking, deciding, and dealing with complex challenges is no longer the same. True growth rarely happens all at once. It is gradually built every day through small, intentional choices that strengthen the individual you are becoming. In the last days of the month, your intuition will be especially sharp. You will be able to intuitively sense when a situation deserves your attention, and when it is better to simply move forward without wasting your precious spiritual energy. This clarity will be incredibly valuable, especially in matters involving other people. Someone may raise doubts in you, not necessarily because of what they say, but because of the way they act. Instead of confronting or jumping to conclusions, choose to quietly observe. Time usually reveals exactly what words are able to hide. This approach will also be important in the professional environment. Some proposals or promises may arise, but the month of August calls for significant caution before taking on any important commitment. Ask questions, analyze every detail, research all the information, and allow everything to become completely clear before making a final decision. It's not about distrusting everyone, but about valuing your own ability to make well-informed and conscious choices. In financial life, the period continues to favor those who think about the future. You may notice that certain opportunities seem interesting at first glance, but will require a more careful analysis. Avoid acting just because other people are doing the same. Every reality is different, and what works for someone else won't always be the best path for you. Trust in your ability to assess risks and benefits before taking any important step. Another significant lesson will involve your limits. For a very long time, you might have firmly believed that you needed to solve every problem on your own, or always be available to help those around you. August shows that maturity also means recognizing when it's time to take care of yourself. You will continue to be a generous person, but you will understand that protecting your peace is not selfishness. It is a way to preserve your spiritual energy for what truly matters. In the realm of affection, the month ends favoring relationships built on sincerity. If you are currently in a relationship, there will be plenty of opportunities to further strengthen trust through open conversations and meaningful, everyday displays of affection. Often, a spontaneous gesture will be significantly more valuable and impactful than any grand surprise. Your emotional bond will grow and strengthen precisely because both of you will be more willing to truly listen to and deeply understand each other. For those who are single, August ends with an incredibly important message. Don't rush into something just out of a fear of being alone or loneliness. When you learn to fully appreciate your own company, you start attracting people who want to share the journey with you, not just fill a void. This will be an excellent time to strengthen your self-esteem and realize that healthy relationships truly start to flourish with the respect you develop for yourself. Your creativity will also remain high. Ideas that come up now may prove useful in the coming months, especially in projects related to work, studies, or personal development. Make it a habit to write down inspirations, even those that seem too simple. Great achievements often begin with thoughts that seemed small at first. As August comes to a close, you will realize that the greatest gift of this cycle was regaining confidence in your own decisions. You will continue analyzing, planning, and organizing because that is part of your essence. The difference is that now there will be much more serenity between each and every step. You will understand that not everything depends on controlling every detail, and that some of the best opportunities arise precisely when there is room for life to surprise you. Carry this attitude with you into the coming months. Keep investing in your growth. Value those who show loyalty through their actions and preserve your peace of mind in the face of uncertainty. August ends leaving you with an important certainty. When you combine discipline, balance, and confidence, very few things can stand in the way of achieving your goals.